We're gonna film at some point together when it's warm, Lance.
Someday, maybe.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done this on a 70-degree day. It wouldn't have fit the film.
It wouldn't have been the film. Back in July, I think it was, you and I were working on a separate project. And I was looking for music for that. And I stumbled upon the song Safe and Sound by Graham Colton. And I loved it. I was like, I love this song. And from the moment I heard it, I immediately thought of a love, like the love I have for my son. Like, I never knew what love was until I saw you. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, how great would it be to do like a piece to this song? And then I kind of just like let it go. I was like, oh, okay, whatever, and then moved on. And then a couple weeks later was when Erica called and told me that we were going solo for our season, that was the project that we were going to be working on in lieu of main stage performances. And I was like, okay, like maybe I could do it now. But then I wasn't sure because the idea was to go in and film in a week. And I was like, well, I don't know if I can film this in a week, because we wanted to show the passage of time.
Right.
And so I pitched her the idea anyway. I was like, oh, why not? And she seemed to like it. And then the three of us had a phone conversation about it afterwards. And we talked it through. And she was like, yeah, like let's invest some time working on it.
Never knew what love was until I held you. I never knew the right words until I found you.
Oh, I was going to ask you, we had our first conversation back in August, and I feel like I knew what I wanted, but I also didn't really know what I wanted. So I felt super inarticulate when I was talking to you on the phone about what I wanted and like what I was thinking. And so I feel like you just kind of went, we just kind of went with it, and you were like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just start.
No, I think you had a good idea, and I think I could see where you were wanting to go with it. But I also felt like with our other projects that we've done, they've kind of evolved along the way.
Yes.
So I wasn't too worried about it. I was like, okay, let's shoot some stuff and see where it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I felt the same way, because I was like, I have this idea, but I felt it was really hard for me to verbalize what that was. But I feel like it really started to come together after we finally shot in that first summer scene.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, okay, great. And then when we started piecing the summer stuff together with choreography that I was just doing in my basement, and then I embarrassingly patched it together on my iPhone for you. And I sent it sheepishly like,
Right.
this is what I'm thinking. I felt like finally we were kind of like, oh, yes, we can see where it's going.
Right. No, I think you're right, because when I saw what you had put together, it's like, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah. So obviously we know now that Rory, my son, was at each shoot, and that presented its own challenge in and of itself. Well, what are we going to do with him? So on the summer shoot, we opened the hatchback of my Jeep, and he sat in the hatchback, and he was eating, I think it was Lucky Charms.
I think you're right.
I think he was eating Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
And he, so, and then at the fall shoot, we hiked to that location.
Right.
And I remember we hiked up part way, and Rory wanted me to carry him the rest of the way. And I was like, Lance, I can't do it. And
Right.
So we went back, and we got my wagon from the trunk of my car. And so I pulled him in the wagon all the way up there. And it was so cold. It was so cold that day. I was thinking about, to your credit, you filmed so many of these, and each choreographer has their own unique voice. But you're working on all of them, but you still manage to, everyone is so different, and you still manage to make everybody every piece, every film seem different and match what the choreographer wanted, which is awesome because you've been working on so many of them in such a small period of time. So it's really incredible to me that you were able to show that diversity of each of the pieces.
Yeah, and that, I think it's come out, like you said, each person has their own unique personality, and I think it's shown in each film, which is
a
great.
credit to you to be able to pick up on those, small nuances that people have and show them.
It's been a lot of fun.
Well, for me, it's been like the one creative, I don't want to say the only creative thing that I've worked on, but like it's been like the creative beacon during this time for me of, okay, well, like we got this project that we're working on and like thinking of choreography for it, or reworking like the edits on my phone even, or piecing things together like that. Because it's taken so long, it's become a really great part of the past 6 months, and we had such a great time making it that it'll be hard to not have that. So maybe we'll just have to do something else. Maybe we'll just do another project.
Do another one.
Yeah.